If you could live your life again, would you really choose differently? Or would you still become the person you are today? Most people say they would change everything. A different career, better decisions, more discipline, less wasted time. But that answer is too easy. Because the truth is, you don't see life clearly when you are inside it. You only understand it when it's already behind you. When you're in your 20s, you believe time is unlimited. You think, I still have plenty of time to figure it out. You can fail. You can restart. You can delay everything. And somehow, tomorrow always feels far away. Then you reach your 30s. And something changes. Time stops feeling infinite. It starts feeling measurable. You begin to notice things you ignored before. Your energy is not the same. Your responsibilities are heavier. Your mistakes are more expensive. Your time is no longer fully yours. You are no longer building a dream from scratch. You are maintaining a life that is already in motion. And after 35, you begin to understand something uncomfortable. Life does not reward intention. It rewards outcomes. Not what you meant to do. Not what you planned to do. But what actually happened. If you could live your life again, you might say, I would work harder. But the real issue was rarely effort. It was direction. Because working hard in the wrong direction just gets you to the wrong place faster. You start to realize something painful. The biggest cost in life is not money. It is time spent in the wrong version of your life. A job you stayed in too long. A relationship you ignored too long. A health you took for granted too long. A decision you postponed too long. If you could live your life again, you might think you would make bolder choices. But the truth is, when you were younger, you were not ready. You didn't have the perspective you have now. And when you finally gain that perspective, you are no longer young enough to use it freely. That is the paradox of adulthood. You gain wisdom at the exact moment, when your ability to use it without consequence begins to shrink. Some nights, it hits you quietly. No drama. No breakdown. Just silence. You lie in bed, scrolling your thoughts instead of your phone. And suddenly, your mind starts replaying everything. What if I chose a different path? What if I stayed with that person? What if I took that opportunity? What if I didn't wait so long? But there is no answer to these questions. Only echoes. Because life is not a simulation. There is no restart button. There is no load previous save. Only continuation. If you could live your life again, would you actually become a different person? Or would you still make decisions based on the information you had at that time? Most likely, you would. Because you were never choosing with full knowledge. You were always choosing with limited vision. Just like everyone else. So maybe the real question is not, what would I do differently if I could start over? But instead, what do I still have control over now? Because after 35, life is no longer about starting over. It is about adjustment. Not reinvention, but correction. Smaller changes. Clearer priorities. Stronger boundaries. Healthier decisions. You begin to value different things. Not status. Not competition. Not proving yourself. But stability. Energy. Peace of mind. Time with family. The ability to sleep without stress. You also start to understand your parents differently. Not as authority figures, but as people who were also just trying to figure things out. With the time they had. If you could live your life again, you might say you would love more deeply. Appreciate people more. Stay longer. Listen better. Leave less unfinished conversations. But life rarely warns you when something is about to end. You only realize its value after it is gone. And that is one of the hardest truths to accept. Most regrets are not about what you did. They are about what you didn't do in time. So if there is any real conclusion to this thought, it is not that life should be restarted. It is that life should be noticed while it is happening, not only after it ends, because you are still here, still moving forward, still able to decide what the next chapter looks like. Even if you cannot change the past, you can still influence the direction of what remains. If you could live your life again, maybe the better question is, would you want to waste the time you still have, thinking about the time you already lost? Because life is not asking you to restart. It is asking you to continue more consciously. And maybe that is enough. Not perfection, not redemption, just awareness.